Thanks for joining this training on going live on social media. Today, we'll cover tips and tricks for going live, how to, and best practices across all channels. Everything we cover in today's training and more slides will also be available for review in the how-to guide available on Brand Toolkit. Let's start out by talking about what makes a good live broadcast on social media. There are 4 key components. First is content. You want to make sure you have a clear structure and run of show, and that you're sharing content that users will want to see, such as a special or exciting announcement, a behind-the-scenes look, a performance, a unique event, or a how-to tutorial. The second component is time. You want to make sure you have at least 15 minutes of interesting and engaging content to share with your audience. It takes time for audiences to join lives, so you'll need time to build up viewers. If you want to share something quick, consider posting a traditional video clip. The third component is engagement. You want to make sure that you have the time and resources to reply to comments and questions in real time as your viewers watch. Q&As, Ask Me Anything sessions, polls, games, and contests all work well in the live environment. And the last thing is personality. You need to have a reliable and friendly host who can steer the broadcast and make sure it remains relevant and engaging. Consider how your content will take a personal approach from the voice behind or in front of the camera as you are connecting with your audience live. If you can't check these 4 boxes, you may want to consider a different approach. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are the primary channels on which you're most likely to go live. We'll dive a bit deeper into each of these channels and tips and tricks, but first let's take a high-level look at the similarities and differences. On Facebook, you can go live via your phone or a camera and streaming software through the API. Your live broadcast can be scheduled to alert your followers in advance. You have the ability to moderate and engage with comments and add a donate button to support the American Cancer Society. You'll be able to view detailed insights afterward in Creator Studio. And the live is shared on your page and can also be easily shared in groups and on pages after the stream has ended. On Instagram, you can go live through your phone, and guests can join the live, though only one at a time. Commenting can be turned on and off, but you cannot engage with comments in the same way that you can on Facebook. But you do have the ability to use Instagram story features like a Q&A. The live is shared on your stories, and live videos must be saved to your camera roll in order to share them after 24 hours has passed. Twitter Live is powered by Periscope, but a Periscope account is not required. Similar to Facebook, you can go live through your phone or an API. You have the ability to share only audio or both audio and video, and up to 3 guests can participate in a live broadcast at one time. Your live is shared as a tweet on your timeline that can easily be retweeted, quote tweeted, and engaged with. Now let's talk a bit more about Facebook Live. Before you go live, you want to make sure that you schedule your live broadcast. You can schedule a Facebook Live video ahead of time to help make sure your audience is aware of an upcoming broadcast and more easily connect when your stream begins. You can schedule a broadcast up to 1 week in advance. When you schedule a live broadcast, you automatically create 2 posts. An announcement post, which is published as soon as you schedule your broadcast, which has a handy option for people to click tune in and get a reminder when you go live, and a post containing the live broadcast, which is published at the scheduled date and time of your live. Before you go live, you want to make sure you have a strong internet connection. If you're shooting on a phone, use Wi-Fi instead of your phone's cellular data whenever possible. And if you're using streaming software or hardware, use a dedicated wired connection with backups whenever possible. If you're using your phone, make sure that you don't switch between horizontal and vertical orientation while you're broadcasting. Also, make sure to turn on Do Not Disturb. Rehearse your broadcast if you're using the API. Encourage people to tune in by notifying them in advance using posts and stories. Source questions from your audience in advance and prep your answers. Use a tripod or camera stabilizer for a steadier shot, and make sure you write a compelling description before going live so that people want to tune in. During your live stream, make it conversational and keep your setup casual. Remember that the majority of live content is actually shot selfie style, so make sure that you have direct eye contact with your viewers. Before you go live, consider whether you're going to record your content horizontally or vertically. Horizontal video can make it easier for people to view on a connected TV or laptop. When you're live, make sure that you're engaging. Keep an eye on user comments posted to the live video so that you can respond in real time and provide an engaging experience. Respond to user comments by mentioning names and giving people shoutouts. As we mentioned, you want to aim to stream for at least 15 minutes or longer since it takes time for viewers to join. If you're adding music to your live streams, make sure that you have the rights to use the music, or if you don't, you can download and use music from the Sound Collection tab in Facebook's Creator Studio, which is already cleared for use in videos. If you try to use commercial music without proper clearances, it could result in your stream being paused or removed. Make sure to end your broadcast by thanking the audience for watching and providing any follow-up information they need to stay connected. During your live stream on Facebook, you can also go live with a guest. Facebook recently announced the return of Live With, which is a built-in co-broadcasting feature for Facebook Live that lets you invite another person into your live broadcast and stream to an audience. With this feature, you could bring on a guest speaker, interview an expert, perform with a fellow artist, or really a bunch of other use cases. Keep in mind that whoever you go live with will be able to speak about anything, so you want to make sure that you go over the ground rules prior to going live. Note, while pages can go live with a profile, if you're going live from a page, you can't go live with another page at this time. Another amazing feature of Facebook Live is that you can add a donate button to support the American Cancer Society. You can add a donate button to your live videos by using the Facebook app on mobile or Live Producer on a computer. You can also now add a donate button linking to a specific Facebook fundraiser. This allows you to raise money during a live video for the American Cancer Society or for your peer-to-peer event. After your live stream, if you went live on mobile, make sure you save the live to your camera roll and reshare it as video on-demand content in your feed, stories, or maybe on IGTV. You can see detailed insights on how your live video performed in the Insights section of Creator Studio. Also in Creator Studio, you can trim the beginning and end of your previously live video if there's any unnecessary footage you'd like to cut. You can also create shorter clips from the longer broadcast to share as individual video clips on your page. Next, let's talk about going live on Instagram. There are two newly announced Instagram Live features to keep in mind. Viewers can now watch and comment on live videos from their desktop. Previously, they only used to be able to watch via mobile. So now you can follow along with that yoga class on a bigger screen or listen to a live performance as you work. The second update is that after you go live, you'll soon be able to save your videos to Instagram TV so that they stick around longer than the 24-hour limit in stories and are easier for others to find. Previously, you could only share your live video to stories and save it to your camera roll. So, how do you start a live video on Instagram? The detailed instructions here are also available in the guide on Brand Toolkit. You can share a live video to connect with your followers in real time for up to 1 hour. Once the live video has ended, it's no longer visible in the app unless you share a replay of it to your story or share it to Instagram TV. We also recommend that you save all of your lives to your camera roll so that you can share them again easily in the future. You can also go live with a friend on Instagram and invite a friend to join your broadcast. There are two different ways to do this, and again, you'll find these detailed instructions in the guide on Brand Toolkit. Keep in mind, as we said with Facebook Lives, that once someone has joined, they can talk about anything. So make sure you go over the ground rules before you go live with a guest. Here are some Instagram Live tips and tricks. Before you go live, make sure you have a strong internet connection to keep the stream as high quality as possible. Give your followers advance notice that you're going to go live. Try using the countdown sticker in stories or posting on your Instagram feed. After your first live stream, try going live at different times during the day and week so that your audience knows when to look forward to tuning in. And again, be cognizant that whoever you go live with will be able to speak about any topic, so make sure you go over those ground rules. While you're on a live, try a live Q&A. Either ask for questions during the stream or use the question sticker in stories to source questions beforehand. Make sure you turn on comment moderation to facilitate a positive community experience. If you're using an iOS device, try the media sharing button, which is to the bottom right of your live recording screen, which allows you to share any video or image on screen. And after you end your live, save your live to your camera roll and upload to Stories or Instagram TV. And last, but certainly not least, let's talk about going live on Twitter. Twitter is the place to see what's happening in the world, from breaking news to major live events. You can easily create live videos powered by Periscope to share what's happening live. As we mentioned, you do not have to have a Periscope account to go live on Twitter. And in the resource provided on Brand Toolkit, you'll be able to see these detailed instructions as well as links to learn more about going live. On Twitter, you can also have guests on your live. So when enabled, a broadcaster can invite their viewers to join as guests, and viewers of the live broadcast can request to join as a guest as well. Up to 3 guests can participate in a live broadcast at one time. Broadcasters can choose to turn off the camera and participate as audio only. Guests will participate with audio and can be heard by all viewers. So again, these detailed instructions are also included in the guide on Brand Toolkit, as well as a link to learn more about enabling guests to join a live Twitter broadcast. So you might ask, why Twitter? Twitter is a great place to share updates in real time, so you can share your story as it happens. Twitter is also super conversational, so it's an easy way for people to watch what they're tweeting about and tweet about what they're watching. And live video is one of the most engaging formats on Twitter, so it's a great opportunity to test something new. In this training, we've really only had time to go over the basics of going live on social media, but there's always more to learn. In this document, which is available on Brand Toolkit, you'll find links to Facebook Blueprint training courses, Facebook help resources, Instagram help resources, and Twitter resources. I highly encourage you to check out these links and learn more.